Hello, and welcome to our Week 11 NFL picks. I'm here today with my friend Joe Chapman, and let's get into the picks, shall we?
All right. So, yes, starting off the video, we're going to be talking about the Thursday night game between the Washington Commanders and Philadelphia Eagles. Let me see. Who wins between Jayden Daniels and Jalen Hurts? So, the Commanders are coming off a tough loss. The Eagles are coming off of a big win. You know, they smoked Cooper Rush as expected. This one is in Philly. So, you got Hurts, you got Devontae Smith, you got A.J. Brown. And then on the other side, you got Jayden Daniels and Terry McLaurin and pretty much everyone else in the receiving game. I mean, Zach Ertz catch some passes. Eagles also have Dallas Goedert. I think the Eagles will utilize both Brown and Smith both in this game, and I think the Eagles will also win in front of their fans on tonight's game. I don't know about you, Joey, but I'm looking forward to watching this game tonight.
Eagles, baby, let's go.
So taking the Eagles in this one, let's say 30-23.
And we got another game on Sunday against the Dolphins and the Raiders. And obviously, gotta go with the Dolphins because there's no way the Raiders are winning. I'll go with the Miami Dolphins. What about you, my friend Joe?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. In other words, I totally agree with what you're saying. And I'm going to take the Dolphins in this one. There's just not a world where I see the Raiders win this game. I know they have Brock Bowers and Max Crosby, but you know who the Dolphins have? They got Tua. They got Devin Achane. They got Tyreek Hill, who I think is going to start picking up a little bit, especially in this game. Jalen Waddle, I think they'll get him involved. They got the tight end Smith. But I just think the Dolphins, like in general, like they look more of like an inspiring football team compared to the Raiders. And I think the Dolphins will show that in front of their fans in this game. Let's say 30-26. And then, next up we got the Cleveland Browns playing the New Orleans Saints.
Here, good pick.
Yeah, that's right. So Cleveland Browns playing the New Orleans Saints. So, look, I understand Derek Carr is not like an amazing quarterback, but I think we can agree he's better than what the Browns have to work with in this game. Both defenses are a little suspect, but the Saints defenses actually look kind of solid as of late, at least from like what I'm hearing. But either way, like aside from the defenses, look at the two quarterbacks. Again, going back to like what I was saying, I would still take Carr over what the Browns got going there. And I'm going to take the Saints in this one. I'm going to say 31-27.
Yeah, let's go Saints. Saints are going to win.
All right, and next up we got the Indianapolis Colts playing the New York Jets. So we got Anthony Richardson back at quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. They're deciding to bench Flacco for the time being, and in fact, I think it is going to be that way for the remainder of the season, according to the Colts and what I'm hearing from sources. Right? Jets, it's been tough sledding for them. 3-7, they're coming off of a massive loss to the Arizona Cardinals, but they should beat the Colts, right? I mean, I understand. Again, it's been tough for them. But this seems like a winnable game. At least it shouldn't be all that complicated, especially knowing how much you'd think talent they have currently on that roster and knowing who they're playing, the Colts, which just doesn't really scare me. So give me the Jets at home. Yeah. I think the Jets get the win 25-13.
Yeah, I think the Jets will win. And if you're the Jets right now, you cannot put double digits in the loss column. You can't put 10 wins in the column. Because if you do that, you're eliminated. You're out of the playoffs. So if you're the Jets here, you have to avoid that and get 8-9. The solid would be is 8-9. Got to be 8-9 to get into the play. Is that right? 8-9.
I mean, I think teams have won the division with like an 8-9 record, but typically it's like the NFC South. But that doesn't really happen often. Typically, it's like you want to comfortably have 10 wins or so, something like that.
10 wins, 8 wins. Just don't put double-digit losses in the loss column, because if you have 10 losses, you're eliminated. You can't do anything about that.
Just about.
Yes.
All right, and moving on, we got the Minnesota Vikings playing the Tennessee Titans in this one. I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings in this one. I know it was ugly against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sam Darnold hasn't looked great as of late, but I just think the Vikings have more offensive skill position talent to utilize. They got that guy by the name of Justin Jefferson. I think Aaron Jones will get a little involved. TJ Hawkinson's role is growing as he gets healthy and back into the flow of things and back into the offensive system. I like both defenses, I'm not going to lie. But either way, just give me the Vikings. I'm going to say 26-20.
I'm going to go with the Vikings. Yeah, Vikings win no matter what.
So with the Packers and Bears game, that's being the next game right here. This one is in Chicago. Shane Waldron getting fired. In my opinion, I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Eberflus is next. I think that's where it's headed because I think they're starting to clean house in that coaching category for the Bears as they're just trying to find answers in that area. But either way, give me the Packers in this one. I think the Packers are playing a little more inspiring football at the moment. Let me see it first before I gain confidence in this Bears offensive coordinator scheming process. So in the meantime, give me the Packers 27-15.
Bears winning. I'm going Bears.
And next up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars playing the Detroit Lions. I'm going to be taking the Detroit Lions. I think they get this win 45-10. This game is in Detroit. I think it's going to be an absolutely, the Jaguars are just going to get drop kicked in this game. There's no way. And it's going to happen to them about around 75 to 95 times throughout the game. I don't see a scenario where they win this game. Mac Jones, with Trevor Lawrence being done for the season, Jared Goff, I know he threw 5 picks last game, but they still managed to win that game. And the Lions, I think they'll figure it out. They got the solid 1-2 punch with Gibbs and Montgomery, and they're just pretty much talented at everything they do, like I said. And I think Goff will have a bounce back game. So give me the Lions in this one.
I'm going Lions too.
And next up, we got the Rams playing the Patriots. Matthew Stafford versus Drake May. Good job for Drake May for beating the Bears. That was a great win on him. However, I think the Rams will bounce back this week. Not so much on him, but I think with Matthew Stafford playing quarterback in this game, and he will probably be throwing to Kupp and Puka, and they got Kyron Williams and Jared Verse on defense. Give me the Rams in this one. I think the Rams get the win. Let's say 29-23.
Rams, of course.
And next up, we got the Baltimore Ravens playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I like saying this in Baltimore, even it makes me feel a little funky a little bit, but I have to admit, I think the Steelers are playing really good offense right now. I think the Ravens are also playing amazing offense right now. I think the Steelers are playing amazing defense, but I don't think the Ravens are currently playing that great a defense. For what I'm hearing, it's last in the league in defense, and it's just not very good. We need help in that area, pretty much our entire secondary. So I think the Steelers are going to capitalize and take advantage of that. Unfortunate for us Ravens fans, of course. So give me the Steelers in this one in Heinz Field, 28-21.
Ravens are going to win no matter what.
All right, next up we got the Seattle Seahawks playing the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going to be taking the 49ers in this one. We saw what having Christian McCaffrey back in the lineup can do for a team, and the answer is a lot of good things, and I think the 49ers will keep the good times rolling against their division rivals, Seattle Seahawks. Let's say the score will be 49ers win 34-17.
I'm going to go 49ers. They're winning the game.
All right, and Falcons playing the Broncos. Falcons coming off of an ugly loss to the Saints with the first game as the Saints head coach. You remember his name? I'm trying to think of his name.
Broncos.
The Saints' new coach.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Sean Payton.
No. So either way, it's not Sean Payton, but the Saints got a new coach, and he led the team to a victory. Anyways, so back to the Falcons-Broncos game. I think the Broncos are actually going to get this win. They were really close last time against the back-to-back defending Super Bowl champions and Patrick Mahomes, and I think despite the loss, it's kind of easy to feel optimistic about Bo Nix and this Denver offense moving forward, and I think the Broncos actually get this win. I'm going to say 33-26.
Broncos are going to win no matter what.
Next up, we got the Chiefs playing the Bills, and I have this being the first loss on the season to the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Buffalo Bills will figure them out. Mahomes versus Allen, it's one of the more fun matchups to watch. And the Chiefs also aren't going 17-0 either. That's really difficult. I think they're bound to lose at least 2 or 3 games, right? So, and this could be a losable game for them. Like, at least I have it marked that way, if that's even a word, losable. I expect it to be competitive. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way, of course. But Bills win 26-23, and I'm going to say it happens on a game-winning field goal in overtime.
Bills, they're winning.
So next up, we got the the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Los Angeles Chargers, and I have the Bengals bouncing back in this one. I think Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase will have a very solid game, and I think this time it'll bode well in the record section, specifically in the win column, as they lost last game, unfortunately for them, by 1 point, where they failed to convert on the 2-point conversion. This could honestly go either way, but I think the Bengals are... There might be something brewing in the Cincy. Who they call it, like the jungle or something like that. So the Bengals, I think they get this win 35-30.
Yeah, I think the Bengals do it too. I think they win as well.
And next up, we got the Houston Texans playing the Dallas Cowboys. This is the last game, as this is the Monday night game. We only got one Monday night game this week. It's like that most weeks, but specifically this week. Okay, back to the situations and the state of the two teams. The Cowboys don't look great at all. Like, they're just falling apart, and we're watching it with our very own eyes. I don't care who's playing quarterback. Cooper Rush, Trey Lance, neither one is better than C.J. Stroud. I understand Stroud hasn't played his cleanest football yet, but he's got he's just better than who the Cowboys have at quarterback. So let's not overthink this. Texans win, let's say 36-20.
I'm definitely picking the Texans. The Texans are winning.
Yeah. All right, and that'll wrap it up for our NFL Week 14 game picks. Let us know who you guys think in person, of course. That's just how we roll around here. No comment section. That's off limits. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.